Good morning, it is 7 AM. Let's do a cold start on the old Range Rover.
Bluetooth mode connected.
So good. Hello. The neighbours probably don't like it very much. Another day, another dollar. Right, so we've got the Defender's ceramic today and do the interior, so bit of an easy day, but yeah, let's get to work. I'm going to bring the beast in first. The old girl in. That'll do. Sounds good. She sounds very nice. Got my coffee. Me and that drink have a very unhealthy relationship. Right then, that car needs wiping down, ceramic coating, finishing touches and interior, so let's have a chat while we do. Right, first port of call is to get the TV on so we can have some music playing, the banging tunes. Right, let's get that on. No doubt it'll come on with a random, what's it called, Rakuten TV, where it plays all the foreign TV channels.
But locally, the pubs, what's happening?
Jamie and Jimmy's Food Fest. I bet that's an interesting programme. Right. What should we listen to today? I'm thinking country music. Bit of yeehaw. Need a bit of Ella Langley. Yeah. Right. Got a bit of tunage on the go. So, before I ceramic coat this, it needs a wipe down. So, if you don't do this, there's a chance that after you've polished the car, there's always oils and residue from the polish left in the paintwork. And when you're applying a ceramic coating, the last thing you want is anything between the clear coat and the coating to stop it from bonding. So it's always piss poor prep, piss poor results. So to ensure the best results, you want to do everything you can possible to get the best result. So to get the best result for the coating, now the car's been polished, the paint needs an IPA wipe down. So in this instance, I'm using Lack of Sin from PPL. And all we need, just a little spritz, just give it a nice cleanse. And that just strips anything that's left on top of the paintwork. Any oils, any residue, you know, all the, well, I don't say nasties, but all the stuff you don't want on the paintwork is what we're removing. So just nice and gentle. Now, I'm going to be honest, when I posted that video yesterday, I was expecting a different response from usual because it's not something you really see. And I do think being very individual and unique with your content is something that you need to do in this day and age. Whereas, in a way, it was kind of YouTubey, but not YouTubey. Like, I want to do, I don't know how to describe it really, because it just feels a bit better doing content like this, because no one else really does it. You know, everyone does all the ASMR stuff and, you know, this is how you do that, this is how you do this. You know, when, I don't know, I just think there's a bit more personality in doing content like this. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got to follow myself around with a camera all day, which, you know, is what it is like, but yeah. the engagement on yesterday's post was, you know, really good. And it, you know, some people might look at that and go, oh, the views are really low on it. But it's not views you want, it's quality followers and quality like watch time. Say if I post a reel and it does 5,000 views, say the total watch time for that reel is 3.5 hours. Whereas the video I posted yesterday has got like 800 views. It's done quite well for a long video. And the watch time on that is like, I'm sure last time I checked it was about 6 hours. So, makes a big difference. And I feel like I want to build like a strong following, if you know what I mean. Not, you know, I don't care about having tens of thousands of followers. You know, if I've got a set of followers, you know, that always watch the content and it's bringing in new people, that's what we want. We don't want, you know, Tom, Dick and Harry from every corner of the world following me, because what work are they going to give me? Not a lot. So that is the plan for now anyway. But quite a nice relaxed day today, to be honest. It's currently 9 o'clock. I'm a bit late this morning because I went to see my mother on the way to work, and I had to drop some trousers off for them to be altered because fat boy. I had £5 spare in the bank right now, right? I would go and respray my L663 in that colour. I think my mic's all right there, which it should be. I can always turn the volume up if I need to, but right, let's talk ceramic coating, shall we? Personally, I think it's worth it on any car. Now, when you get into the high-end stuff, you know, where people start getting PPF and whatnot, you can still get PPF ceramic coated. At the end of the day, the UV protection that you get from ceramic is the same for any sort of film wrap. You know, some films will go yellow from UV damage, and the ceramic will stop that. But that's PPF, we're not doing PPF, we're doing a paint correction and a ceramic. So in terms of what sort of protection you're going to get from the ceramic, this is a 10H coating. I don't know if you can hear that banging next door, so I'm just gonna move my mic closer to my mouth. Hang on. Movie magic. So yeah, UV protection, you know, stuff like bird shit, splatters in the paint. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not completely bulletproof. You know, if someone's going to get a 50 cal shotgun, a 50 cal, Adam, a 50 cal shotgun, a 50 cal rifle, the ceramic isn't going to magically go bong, you know, the bullet's going to go straight through the metal. But you know, with the proper maintenance and the proper care, ceramic will last you years, and the water will always bead off and your car will stay cleaner for longer. Which is one of the main benefits, because the car's so easy to wash. You know, all the, you know, dirt just slides off the car basically. So, and application wise, people always ask me, right, so ceramic goes on like this basically, look. I'm just going to do these trims first. Get that on like so. Nice and even with the coverage, like that. Always like to go up and down just so you've got even coverage. Fun fact, this is my least favourite part of the job. It's not so bad when it's like a Fiat 500, but when it's a big car like this, it's a pain. So I'm just going to wait for that to flash now, which is the term we use for ceramics. I want to see it kind of separating before we buff this off. and we're about ready to come off, to be honest. You don't want to leave it on for too long, otherwise you'll start getting high spots. As I mentioned yesterday, which I've had to remove from the previous customer's attempt. So I'm just going to spread that around now. Spread that around. And then we're going to flip the cloth. I'm just going to buff that in nicely. I am doing this a bit slow because I have got a lot of time today, so get that buffed off. I've got my light here just to double check. Just make sure everything is off there. I have got these side lights as well, which are quite helpful. Even though they're not direct spots, they'll pick up, you know, any sort of what do you call it, like smudges from the ceramic. But that's just always, you know, it's good to have a backup as well. So immediately, what you'll notice is that ceramic's on now. That needs now a few hours to fully cure. Granted, you could drive out with that now straight away and, you know, it'll be all right. But ideally, the coating needs to cure. So the curing process is literally just those, I don't know how you explain it. It's essentially the chemical bonding to the clear coat, so it forms like a rock, if you know what I mean. So that's that really. So all it is that process repeated over the entire car. So I'm not going to bore you with me doing the whole car. I'll jump in and out talking about stuff, but yeah, it's going to be a long morning. Right, so I've ceramic coated it, that's all done, all protected. Now I need to get this back wheel back on, and honestly getting this thing off was like breaking into Fort Knox. That's how secure they've made them. We've got the bolt cover. That's the cover that goes on top of that. We've got an Allen key. No joke, we've got a lock with a key, like so. We've got the thing that unlocks the key. That's for the cap, which you don't need to put it back on. We've got the 2 locker wheel nuts and the normal bolt. Honestly, all this for a back wheel. Locker wheel nut is there. If I had one of these right and I broke down with a flat tyre, I would just wait for the AA, because taking that off on the side of the road, no thanks. Big boy. What are these? 20 inches with general grabbers on them. It's fucking heavy. Jesus fucking Christ. Right. That is on. But I need to faff about now with these bloody bolts. What if I do that? Yeah, that'll do. Oh my God. Fucking heavy, this thing. Right. Oh God, I've been going to the gym as well. Jesus Christ. Right, we need our dugga. What I just want to do is tighten that up a little bit. There we go. Spot on, son. Spot on. Pretty spot on there. Nice. It's not going anywhere. I don't want to tighten them too tight, because at the end of the day it's a spare wheel. It needs to come off, doesn't it? So Right, and now I need to figure out how all this goes back on. This goes in here. And then, yeah, this is ridiculous, isn't it? That gets screwed back in. It's a good job I had loads of time spare, isn't it? I don't want to take this wheel off again. Right, let me figure this out and I'll be back. Right, I figured it out. That was the wrong way around. So now, fingers crossed, this should work. Right, so it wasn't actually that hard. There was an arrow that pointed which way it's supposed to go, but we'll forget about that whole ordeal. Next part is the lock. So just to get to the Allen key bit, you've got to unlock this. Like so, that's done. Last piece to go on. Voila. I think I need to fucking turn the screw in my brain. Oh God. 40 minutes it took me to do that. Ugh, Adam. I'll be a detailer, yeah, I can't put a wheel back on. Oh, dear me. Right. Just pause my film. Oh, I had Spider-Man playing in the background while I was just doing the interior on this. So this is all finished now. It's looking really, really good. Sometimes you don't think, you know, this car's only got 600 miles on it. And it came in, and yeah, don't get me wrong, there wasn't many defects in the paintwork, but you don't realise how much a polish really does make the clear coat shine. Especially now it's got the ceramic on it as well. It just adds that extra bit of depth, and it just looks so good. Especially all the gloss black trims. You know, some of these arches are a bit scuffed, and that's all been remedied with the polish as well. So everything's been ceramic coated. So like that video I posted earlier on today, behind the back wheel and stuff, that's all been done. What a nightmare that was to get back on, eh? Bloody hell. It's 5 to 3 now. The customer can't pick it up till 5 o'clock. So I'm probably going to sign this off here and wash my car because it's a bit dirty. I think I didn't expect the response to this like longer form content to be so good, and obviously I'm glad that's the case, because great, you know, this is what I want to be doing, so that's perfect. But I don't think I'm going to commit to doing, you know, one every day, if you know what I mean, because like obviously I've been in the unit yesterday, all day today. I'm off tomorrow because I've got a wedding to go to, so I'm not going to film anything tomorrow. Thursday I'm doing trade work, and Friday I'm doing trade work, so I'll probably film one of those days just to see, you know, how it does. But, you know, my main focus is this unit and these type of jobs. So, you know, if you're interested in getting your car in and looking this good, then I'm the man to message and get you booked in. So, yeah, I will end this video here. Thank you for watching. If you've not already done it already, follow this page and like this video. And just like yesterday, I need you to comment something. And today we're going to go with bacon. If you've made it this far into the video, comment bacon, because no one will know, will they? So thanks for watching. I'll see you later in the week.